Okay, so let's begin. Again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome for today's webinar. I hope you hear us and you can see us directly. So today, at our day webinar, we're going to discuss how to register your company in the United Kingdom. So as always, my name is Max Kushniruk. I'm an international legal advisor at a fintech harbor consulting company. And today, with my colleague Nick Dahovsky, who is a senior lawyer at fintech harbor consulting and has an extensive experience helping international entrepreneurs and fintech companies structure their businesses efficiently worldwide and of course in the United Kingdom. And in this session, we will briefly cover the top benefits of registration of the company in the United Kingdom, which businesses or activities suits best, key factors to consider, a step-by-step registration process. We will demonstrate it directly during the webinar, and common challenges, and also post-registration essentials to, and also annual maintenance to keep your company compliant and in a good standing. So please, again, feel free to note down your questions in the chat. We would be glad to answer with them together with Nick in the last part of our webinar, which will take less than an hour. So thank you for joining us, and Nick, let's get started.
Max, thank you very much for the introduction. Welcome, everyone. Today, we'll explore why the UK remains one of the most attractive jurisdictions for setting up a company, especially for international entrepreneurs. I walk you through the benefits and registration process, and after which I will show you one of the easiest way to establish a company online with most efficient ways. So let me just start the presentation and let me know if you see it. Just a moment. And protect their content under UK IP law. In short, if your business is digital or international in nature, the UK is a natural fit.
Yeah, Nick, just a moment, please. We have again some issues with the sound. Just a moment. Let us fix it. You can get back to the beginning of the presentation. Just a moment.
Sure.
Okay, right now you can go on. Right now it should be better.
Okay, thanks, Max. Just let me know if there's any technical issues. I will stop at once. Okay, so let's start with the key reasons why so many foreign founders choose the UK. First, UK companies carry strong international credibility, especially in finance, software, and legal consulting sectors. Second of all, the entire formation process is fast, fully remote, and requires minimal documents. You don't need to travel or appoint a local director. You retain 100% control. There are no nationality or residency restrictions for directors or shareholders. The UK banking sector is highly developed, and fintech alternatives make account opening accessible even for non-residents. And finally, the tax and reporting system is transparent and efficient, with most filings done online, helping you stay compliant with ease. The UK is practically well suited for online first businesses and startups, including IT, e-commerce, consultancy, and education platforms. For IT companies, you gain access to strong IP protection and credibility with global clients. E-commerce founders benefits from simplified VAT registration and smooth integration with platforms like Stripe or PayPal. Professional service firms like legal, accounting, or coaching can easily invoice internationally and operate fully remotely. And education platforms or digital academies can use the UK structure to sell globally, receive payments in GBP, USD, or Euro, and protect their content under UK IP law. In short, if your business is digital or international in nature, the UK is a natural fit. Now, before jumping into registration, it's crucial to plan the structure and operations of your future company. First, think about credibility. A UK company builds trust with customers, banks, and investors. But you must also consider ongoing compliance. Annual accounts, confirmation statements, and tax returns are mandatory. Then there's licensing. If you plan to work in finance, crypto, or data processing, you may need FCA or ICO registration. The registered office is another key point. A physical presence isn't required, but the legal address must be a real UK location. Finally, consider your banking setup. Traditional banks may ask for a UK-based director or utility bill, so fintechs and electronic money institutions can be a practical alternative. Here's how the process looks step by step. First, you choose your company type and name. And you also need to make sure that the name is not misleading or restricted. Then you register the company with Companies House, which is sort of business register in the UK. You'll need to provide the shareholder and director details, company address, and share capital structure. Next, you secure a registered office. A virtual address is acceptable if it's a real UK location. After incorporation, you may need to register for VAT if it's applicable to your business. Also, if you hire staff or pay salaries, you must register as an employer. And finally, to operate properly, you would need to open a business bank account. Banks may require additional documents and due diligence, so it's best to prepare everything professionally in advance to avoid rejection or delays. When I'm saying professionally in advance, I'm saying that you can work with us and we will be helpful. Glad to help you with that. So while the process is simple in principle, there are a few recurring challenges we help our clients to overcome. The most common issue is name rejection, usually due to conflicts with existing companies or use of sensitive words like bank or group. Another issue is errors in the incorporation form, especially around SIC codes, which is a sort of a business activity, codes or missing shareholder data. Foreign founders often face ID verification problems, especially if documents are not in English or not properly certified. Lack of a valid UK address is another obstacle. Remember, post office boxes are not accepted, only real addresses. Lastly, many clients underestimate ongoing compliance. Late filings can result in penalties or even company strike off from the register. The good news is all of this are preventable with the right support. Once your company is formed, it's not just about running the business. You also need to stay compliant. Every UK company must file an annual accounts with Company House. Then there is a confirmation statement, which is due every year and confirms your company structure. You also need to file a corporation tax return with HMRC and pay due taxes. Missing these deadlines can lead to fines and in some cases even loss of the company's active status. That's why we always recommend working with us. So If you need help with setting up, managing compliance, opening bank accounts, or understanding regulatory requirements, we're here to help. You can reach out via phone or email or through our website, and we offer complete support from registration to legal and financial operations, which are tailored for international entrepreneurs. So, what I want to emphasize on is the best and most efficient way to register a company online in the UK. Please, Max, let me know if the screen is, you can see my screen and you hear me.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
right now looks fine.
great. Thank you. So in order to make your life easier and start of your business more efficient, we developed the fast track platform where you can easily register a company in just a few clicks. So let me show the whole flow. Just a moment. So let's imagine I already have an account. So first of all, you would need to choose the jurisdiction where you want to establish a company. If you don't see the suitable jurisdiction in the pop-up menu, please feel free to contact us and we'll help you to find a solution or to help you establish company in different jurisdiction. Also, I want to emphasize about the help me choose option. So in case if you don't know where you want to establish a company, you can just go through the questionnaire and answer just a couple of questions. Let's say you have a crypto business and your clients are located, for instance, in the European Union and South America. Then you would need to say like an expected turnover. Let's say this one. After which we can suggest you a jurisdiction. And if it's not suitable for you, so still you can choose another one or contact us to choose another one. So let's begin with the United Kingdom registration. So let's imagine you want to incorporate a company there. So you choose the United Kingdom. Then actually it's pretty easy. It's just 3 steps. It's even 2 steps. So first of all, you're choosing the jurisdiction and then you're choosing the suitable package. Please pay attention that we have a special promotion for the core package, which we started for you in regards to this webinar, and this will be in force for another month. So the core package, we do not take any funds for our legal services. So you just, it's sort of for free, if I might say so. So you just need to pay a state fee for the incorporation and their registered address because, well, you need one in the UK, obviously. So each packages in each jurisdiction are have some differences. Specifically for UK, the core package is just the establishing a company. So you will have everything you need, starting from the company, ending with a set of corporate documents. The prime package include the apostille of the corporate documents, which means that like, for instance, if you want to open a bank account, you need to have an apostille, or you want to certify the good standing of your company for your investors or customers. And the exclusive package includes the bank account opening and electronic money institution. So you just need to provide us with the documentation and we do everything else. And also it includes the VAT number if it's applicable for your business. Let's imagine we are choosing the prime package. You click next. And then you are going to your dashboard, and the main point is that you don't need to pay instantly. Like you can skip it for now, so and pay later whenever you feel like it. So in your dashboard, you could see the status of payment. You can change the package cost. You could pay for the package. Also, you need to enter the company name. So, for instance, Perfect Consultings. In regards to this name, the first one is obligatory. Obviously, you need to have a name to open a business. The second one and third one are optional, but I strongly suggest to choose them as well, because in case if there will be a rejection of Perfect Consulting's name, in order to save time and make it as most efficient as possible, we would just take automatically the second and third option if the first one doesn't fit. So after you save all the names, you just need to add a participant. I won't let you through this flow right now to save time. We have a great video about how it works on the landing page of the Fast Track. By the way, the website link to our platform is in the description under our video. So you could see, like, again, it's simple steps. You just need to enter your data like name, passport number, proof of address, and general information about the company, who is director, who is shareholder, etc., etc. So let's imagine we already established the company. So I'm sorry, not that button, just a moment. So you have your dashboard here, so you can see the orders active and completed. So when the company is successfully incorporated, anytime you can enter to your dashboard and download or just look into the documents which we uploading to your account. So anytime you could reach your certificate of incorporation or articles of association, it's all here with all the data. So maybe you want to open a bank account, or you want to, for some reason, you need a number of your company. So all the information is here, including the name and shareholder information. So it's kind of pretty easy flow. I think in regards of the fast track, and again, as you can see, there's a button with how does it work. You can switch it on and look for yourself, like all the steps, how to do that. In general, that's all about the benefits and the fast track platform. So please, if you do have any kind of questions or comments, please let me know, and I hope I could answer all of them. Max, is there any questions from the
So,
auditor?
yeah, yeah. Thank you, Nick, for the presentation and the explanation. It was really interesting. Regarding the questions, we do have questions here. Just let me start from the beginning. We are going to combine the questions that we received from you, dear viewers, directly in your application submission once you registered for that webinar, but also including the questions which we have in the chat. So literally the first question I saw, can I register a company without traveling to the UK? Yes, you
Absolutely.
can register.
That's
Yeah,
sure, Max. If you want, just let me know if you want me
yeah,
to.
yeah. So literally, there is no need for physical presence of the shareholders or director. As the same as Nick already mentioned, there is no requirements for the local substance. So this procedure can be done easily without physical presence of any members of your team at all. Okay, great. I hope you answered your question. Um, Next question. Can a non-resident register a company in the UK? Uh, Again, I will answer to this question if you don't mind. As already Nick mentioned in the beginning of the webinar, there is no restrictions for a residency or citizens of the shareholders, which has to be in the structure. So literally everybody can register the company, again, fully distance without requirements of the physical presence. And also the next question was if it's possible to register a company with two shareholders and directors. Yes, again, there is no requirements for some quantity of the shareholders or directors. You literally can register with the multiple shareholders and you can have a multiple directors, or you can have a sole structure where you are both a shareholder and a director. Okay, and The next question, I'm going to transfer it to you, Nick.
Mhm.
What type of license is required for crypto companies, such as exchanges, payment agents?
Yeah, sure. It's actually a great question. So I would say that if you want to conduct a crypto business, you'll need to register with the FCA authority, which stands for Financial Conduct Authority for crypto asset activities. So if you offering fiat related services, you may also need a payment institution or even EMI license. The bottom line is that like let us know what's exactly like the type of your business, and if it's involved crypto is one story, if it's just a pure banking story or payment agent, it's another license. So we do have experience with all of this. So like I need some more to work on in regards of pointing out this specific license. But yeah, well, you do need to have a license to do that, and there is a special authority for that, and we're helping with that. So I guess just the next step would be to learn about your business, and we will help you definitely.
Okay, great. Um, the next question was, who is going to manage the company after registration? Literally, we are going to do that. So we will cover from our side. We are providing not only the legal assistance in of the incorporation of the company, providing the registered address and fulfilling all of the requirement government fees and everything, but also from our side, we are going to help you to maintain that company in good standing, provide and conduct the annual accounting, financial reports. And if your company are, for example, providing some high risk activities or the activities which has to be licensed, it would be much more clear to say. We also can assist you with providing necessary reports such as ML reports upon the request of the regulatory side. So from our side, we can help you with the standard and traditional digital business, but also with businesses which activities has to be licensed. So yeah, from our side, we are providing you the full legal assistance from A to Z, also including with the bank account opening and so on and so on. Okay, let's move to another question. Um, can I trade in the European Union with the UK registered company, Nick?
Sure, it's actually a good question. So definitely yes, but with certain conditions. Again, it depends on your business model, but you do can provide services and sell goods to the European Union. But for the regulated sector or local compliance, you may still need a presence or partner within the European Union or special authorization or a company in the EU. Again, it's heavily depends on the business you are going to do, but it's not restricted, so you can do that. It's just like it's if it's simple, I don't know, like educational platform or e-commerce platform, you buying and selling something like some goods to you, that's absolutely fine. It's just you need to make sure that you are paying a value added tax in EU when you are working with people from EU. So just make sure to have a good advice. You can always speak with us about that, and we help you. So in short, yes, you can, but under some conditions.
Okay, okay, great. Thanks for the answer. Uh, okay, next question. Again, the question regarding the crypto service provider company. Is it easy to register a crypto service provider company in the UK compared to Costa Rica or El Salvador and other countries?
Wow, that's a great
A little bit
question.
out of our webinar, but I hope we can answer that. We also have dealing with that.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Actually, the person who asked that question, well, it's a great question. First of all, second of all, we do help with all the three jurisdictions. So you chose wisely, and like we do help with UK and Costa Rica and El Salvador. In regarding the question itself, like if it's easier to register a company, a crypto company in UK, I would say no, because United Kingdom is somewhat stricter in some parts. So the United Kingdom requires financial conduct authority registration and strict AML compliance. I'm not saying, for instance, that other jurisdictions don't, because in El Salvador, you need to receive a special authorization from a national bank of Salvador. But to answer the question as most precisely as possible, again, I would say it again, that's like we need to understand your business model. But after reviewing your business model, we could suggest you which path is better for your business, because UK offers great credibility and legal protection, as well as other jurisdictions, and it's just in some parts stricter, but depends on the business model. Like some like models like tokenization, maybe it's better to go to El Salvador, for instance. For other services, you could use the UK or Costa Rica compliance. So again, I would be glad to to have a conversation about your business and to answer this question in more details as soon as I know your vision of your future enterprise.
Okay, yeah. So literally from our side, we are providing multiple solutions besides the one which you mentioned, like Costa Rica and El Salvador. We literally can cover the solutions like such as MiCA in the European Union, licenses outside of the European Union like Liechtenstein and Switzerland, etc. So just let's us to set up a call and we will discuss further details. I'm totally sure that we'll be able to help you and find something which would suit your business model. And let's go to another question from the chat, which we have from our side. Nick, can you clarify what are the requirements, especially regarding the minimum share capital for the registration of the company in the UK?
So basically, there are not so many requirements. So you need to have a UK registered address. You need to have a director, shareholder, and a person with significant control. It's UBO type of thing, ultimate beneficial owner, the person who holds more than 10% in the company. So it's from like the legal side. In regards of the share capital, like the 1 GBP is enough to start. So there are no particular requirements to have a certain amount in your bank account. Again, if you want to have a crypto business or financially related business, you might have to have another share capital in your bank account for your company in order to show the regulator that you have enough sufficient funds to back up your business. If I hope not, but if something goes wrong. So if you just a startup, so £1 is enough. Well, there's no specific like requirements to deposit capital immediately. Again, even if you choose like it's £1,000 or more. So aside from that, again, depends on your business. But if you're just opening a company and having this startup to establish, so there's no infrastructure needed unless you offer required tech services. And also, as I said in the presentation, there's a ongoing compliance, like annual filings, corporation tax registration, payroll setup if you have employees in your company. So basically, aside of that, you need just to have a passport and a relevant proof of address. If you're a foreigner, not UK resident, you probably would need to have your documents to be certified, notarized, and apostilled. So aside of that, if is there like specific questions, I would answer, but I guess I covered it all here.
Okay, and we also have like one clarifications from the chat again regarding the foreigners and the foreign owners of the UK company. Is it possible to register the company with a Russian passport?
No, I don't think it could happen. So like there's certain FATF and other international restrictions. So even if the register will allow you to register a company with the passport you mentioned, I'm not sure the you can gain an address unless you have the real address, like maybe you bought property or have a lease agreement or something. So it's better to go with permission for a residence permit or any other documents like driver license or something, but the Russian passport will not be allowed in order, to set up a company fully. So there will be definitely problems with that.
Again, yeah, as you already mentioned, fast list, but literally it everything depends on the case. Sometimes it happens that the person has permanent residence or temporary residency of another country. Sometimes it's applicable, sometimes it's also no chance for success. But again, we would be able to check everything regarding once we have all the documentation on hands. But if we're going to move forward with the questions, okay. Also, Nick, what is the advantage of raising the company in the UK and why?
Well, as I said, the main advantage is a very reputable jurisdiction. It has a clear and pretty simple tax implications. Like there's a certain the percentage which is clear and you know about that beforehand, like regarding the corporate taxes. So it's either 19% of corporate tax or 25, depending on your profit annual.
Hmm.
Like if you earn less than 50,000 pounds annually, you could stay in the 19%. If it's under 250,000, it's always 25. If you somewhere in between, like the medium business, like there are a lot of incentives for businesses, startups, and also they have a marginal relief when you can
Hmm.
deduct portion of funds in order to make it less than 25%. Also, I would say that I have a great experience with registering a companies worldwide, and I need to say that probably the UK is almost top one in regards of the speed and simplicity of registration in regards of documents. So you don't need to have a lot of documents. You don't need to send the originals to our office. You don't need to send them to register. So like it's all doing it's you can do it all online and pretty fast. The banks are really good with the UK jurisdiction. I mean, like it's a good jurisdiction when you want to open different banks. It's really credible and reputable. Oh well, I might not, said some other bonuses and benefits, but well, pretty much it's about it.
Okay, thanks for the answer. Um, okay, let's move to another question. Mm, Is a founder, shareholders, and their addresses all public knowledge on company's house? Definitely. Literally, as almost all European countries and including the UK, almost everybody of them, they have the public registry, which shows some personal data regarding the owners, at least the full name, their nationality. In UK, they also consider such information to be visible as education, and the position in the company are visible directly in the online public house. So this information is totally public and everybody can find them and review and investigate your company from one or another way. Also, mm, we already answered the question regarding the tax system work in the UK. I would like to say that the taxes, it's never a simple question to answer. If we are going to be clear with you, it's better to also include preferences and your real case, including your tax residency, right? And how the taxes would be paid, including the fact that the company would be registered in the UK and you as the owner are going to receive your profits, including the withholding taxes, dividends, and your personal income tax in your country. We can also do that in terms of the tax planning. That's what we also have an experience with. Okay. Um, can we open a UK bank account online? Yes, we can. For the UK company, the same as for traditional businesses, the same as for businesses which are required for the services that you're going to provide, which are required to be licensed. We can open a bank account inside of the UK or outside of the UK, like in the European Union, for example, Asian countries, in Canada, etc., depending on your target market and what type of currencies do you prefer, what type of payments you would like to have. So from our side, we can help you with opening a UK bank account online and also opening a UK bank account online, but with traditional physical banks, not like electronic money institutions. For that matter, we have already done a webinar, which you can find on our YouTube page. What is the difference between opening a bank account in EMEA and traditional banks? It also would be very interesting for you to check, and you will find more answers to that question. Okay. Uh, and we have some time. We can also have some questions regarding the cryptocurrency, if you don't mind, Nick. Um,
Yeah, sure.
the client has a cryptocurrency exchange in Namibia, and I want to move to Europe. Will digital asset service provider license, probably in El Salvador, work for me? So,
Uh, yeah.
yeah. Uh, I will just start because that's
Sure.
exactly the question which we already answered. So in El Salvador, the DESP license, which covers multiple different activities, including the crypto exchange, as already Nick mentioned, it was a tokenization of the real world assets, trading platform, crypto investment, wallet services, crypto payment processing. This type of activities literally cover a huge list of the business models of most of the crypto projects right now in our time. And if we are speaking regarding the working outside of the El Salvador, literally you are able to provide the services to other customers which are located outside of the El Salvador due to the reverse solicitation. And probably also what would be the advantage that such huge companies like Binance or Tether, which is USDT, they are also using that license, which makes this type of crypto license well recognized, not only through the community, but also through the investors, different banking and payment solutions, and for example, crypto liquidity providers, if you're planning to open any crypto exchange or crypto trading platform, that's something which would help you in terms of the partnership and easy access to additional features and instruments to develop your business. So definitely yes, and it's possible to work internationally, including the European Union, which right now has their own regulations. For example, inside of Europe, which is MiCA, market in the crypto assets, which we also can assist. However, El Salvador digital asset service provider license doesn't restrict you to in working with such stablecoins as USDC only. You can literally provide and conduct an activities in all of the types of the crypto licenses. Besides the Bitcoin, for the Bitcoin, you need to get an additional authorization, which is BSP, Bitcoin Service Provider, and it can be added additionally, like within 1 month, which we also can do that. So I hope I answer your questions. If you have some additional clarifications from our side, we would be glad to set up a call and discuss them during the meeting. And let's going to finalize our last questions. Um, Does the exclusive package help to open a UK crypto license? Exclusive package, probably if we mean to say regarding the fast track. By the way, fast track, which Nick showed us right now and where we have this promotion, you can find the link directly in the description of that webinar right now. And you can already check the costing and the benefits of the fast track. So definitely, yes, it helps to open a UK crypto license. However, as I mentioned, it depends on your target market. If you are planning to open a crypto exchange or crypto trading platform, you can also use the fast track. But for regarding the exclusive package to open some, not only the company, but obtain some different license, we would rather recommend you to, first of all, to discuss with our team the type of license which you would like to obtain. So we will be sure that you're going to open a right company even through the fast track, and we will be able to assist you with obtaining the right license, which directly cover all of your activities and suit your business model and cash flow, which is very important to know. Okay, so it's only cover right now the company registration in the UK. So, and let me see some questions which we had through from our users which are registered for that webinar. We will see regarding the intellectual property. Is it better to register IP in Ireland? Intellectual property protection probably is the question, and why? Or maybe not in an island, and why?
Okay, so it depends if your business model and focus on targeted market is based in Ireland, because again, if we're speaking not about the Northern Ireland, which is a part of UK, and you mean Ireland, which is a part of EU, so like if you want to go and you have a business in Ireland, definitely it's better to register a trademark there. But if you locate it in UK and you don't want to penetrate the Ireland market, I don't see why you need that. The benefits of Ireland's trademark registration would be if you want to register the trademark with the European Union Intellectual Property Office, with the Madrid Agreement, where you could start the registration in one of the European countries and cover all the EU.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like the main benefit to register there, so there's no like specific incentives in regards of intellectual property. It's not like you need to do it because there's some, I don't know, like some benefits. So it's just do it if you have your main focus on that part of the world. That's actually the main concern, because if you're doing businesses, you might want to have a good protection of your business name, of your trademark within that market. That's pretty much it. So just consider where you're doing your business, where will be the physical facilities, or online, the online market. So if you're targeting Ireland, you would probably want to have a trademark there as well.
Okay, great. And also, by the way, regarding the trademark, we can also assist with trademark and intellectual property protection, not only in Ireland or UK. We can also cover the whole European Union, USA, and other countries. So it's something that protects your brand and your unique, let's say, source of codes or product from being duplicated or just used by another company in another direction. Okay, and let's we go regarding the last questions. Also, the question outside of that webinar, did we set up investment family office with the different share classes? Yes, it's not, to be honest, it's not very commonly used structure, but from our side, we do have an experience registering such investment family offices in Switzerland, in Singapore, and Hong Kong. Again, this structure is just commonly used for separation of votes, including the type of shares like Class A, Class B, Class C shares, like where the founders or senior family members has the full voting rights, and again BC shares, which can be literally provided by other family members. Or again, other trusts, which you can include in the structure. So with limited or again, no voting rights, but the economic benefits. So it's such type of investment family offices. If you have some details, please feel free to reach out our team, and we will be glad to have a meeting to discuss further details directly and provide you some convenient solutions. I think that's it. Okay. So also then question, I'm in Africa, and how can I operate lending in the UK? Nick.
Well,
Pro-
basically,
yeah.
that's as we already with Max explained regarding the establishing company in UK. If you want to establish a company in UK from Africa, like if you want to be a shareholder and director and a person with significant control of the company in the UK, the only obstacle is that probably they would ask for a certified passport and proof of address. The proof of address is basically anything. It could be like a rent agreement and payment for the apartment, or it's a utility bill like gas, electricity, or internet payments. So you just need those documents to be certified, scanned, and sent to us. Aside from that, there's no obstacle um, to become a shareholder of the UK companies. So if your question is about if you want to move your business into UK and establish a company, so everything we already told you before, it's we can do that in really fast terms. Please elaborate if you're meaning something else, like if you want to open a subsidiary from Africa in UK, or if I didn't get the question. But basically, there's no particular obstacles to open a company if you're operating a business from Africa or if you're moving to UK or any other reasons.
Okay, great. Dear viewers, Nick, it's done for today. We hope that we provided you something interesting and some interesting information for you to consider regarding the company informations. And due to our questions, different other aspects of your businesses, including the crypto, family office, investments, and so on. So from our side, we would be glad to provide you with more details. Please feel free to continue to follow our social media. If you have some additional questions, or if you would like to us to prepare some another webinar on some interesting theme regarding the regulation, regarding some popular services in different fields, please feel free to reach out us. We will hear your thoughts and your proposition, and we will be glad to prepare our next webinar in the near future. So again, I wish you a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Don't forget regarding the promotion, you can find the link directly in the description of that webinar. And it was a pleasure to see you today for today's webinar. Thank you, Nick, for the presentation. And
Thank you.
we wish you all the best. And we'll be glad to provide you some legal assistance upon your request. Wish you a great day, gentlemen.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.